Whoa. Tired of living broke, so before I sleep, I pray.
Yo, welcome to another episode of Crab and Kool-Aid. It's your boy Titus Makin, and I am here with the wonderful, the beautiful, the courageous. This person. Why? Oh, I was gonna do this one more serious because y'all don't know, this is my third take of starting this episode. But I was gonna do this one more serious, but I can't. It's family. So, this is what I was gonna say. There was another take where I was gonna say something really nice, and I remember what I was gonna say, and it's this. So there's people in the industry that you'll hear them say statements like, oh, he's the sweetest guy in the industry, like literally the nicest person in the industry. And I was driving here and I was like, yo, Riker actually low key. Oh, I just said his name. Riker Lynch, everybody. Thank you for coming, brother.
Thank you for having me.
Now I got to finish the statement though. Now I can say it to your face and not to the camera because he was sitting here the whole time. So what I was going to say is you really are one of the nicest, not one of, I think I can truthfully say, actually, no. There's two. You're tied. You and Nathan Fillion are the nicest people I've ever met in this industry.
Thank you, man.
But it's like sincere. It's real. Like people don't. I don't know how to explain it. Like if you are in the industry, everybody's nice, but you can. It doesn't feel genuine all the time. Like it's just it's nice because you're rubbing elbows. I'm meeting a connection. I'm hired to be here, so I'm gonna be nice. So I don't get fired. Like there's those levels of nice, but yours is just organic. And it's just been like that the whole time I've known you.
Thanks, man.
I'm waiting for a crack. I'm sure you're gonna fail at some point.
Yeah, I don't know. I just want to be. I try to be a good person. Yeah. You know. And,
so is it something that you are cautious of? This is not even where we were planning to start. I was here because it felt genuine.
Yeah.
But are you cautious of it? Like for me, I have to tell myself to be nice. Like I'm going there and be like, okay, don't let things irritate you. Like it's not worth. Like meet people where they are. Be kind.
Yeah, I don't think I'm too conscious of it. I have a big family and I work a lot with family, so that's when I think I get all that out, like those irritations and stuff. So. Yeah, I don't really. I think I'm trying to just be me, and I'm trying to be real, especially in this world of. And we kind of made a joke about it earlier of how fake the social media can be. Yeah, I think in this world of like a lot of that, I just try to be really genuine and just me.
Yeah, which is awesome. And let me correct something for myself. I'm genuinely nice. Yes, but I get irritated easy. Like I can be a little bit of a sassy. You've seen a lot of colors of me. I can be a little no, I would like to go. You know what I mean? Like I can be a little but though that's what I mean when I'm like, okay, I have to talk myself into being like, why am I even here? Like, I'm thankful to even be here.
Right. Yeah,
and that's many places. Like I can get frustrated even in this moment. Like Eric's doing everything he can, like set up things, and I'm like, you know what I mean? But that's not like because I'm mad at Eric.
I definitely have my moments.
Well, you're human.
Yeah, human. Right. And I've found over the years is what I really try to do is I try to. I don't like waiting on people to do things and I want to just, so if I can just handle something, I'm just going to handle it. And I want to take a lot of responsibility for my life and for the things that I want to do. And I don't expect, I know that no one's going to do it if I don't do it. So I just do it. And I try to lead by example, especially, with, directing or whatever, directing the show with my siblings, there's so many things I can constantly be like, why is it not happening this way and get irritated. But I try to just, instead of just talking about it, I try to just do. I realize I don't want to talk about things. I want to just do them.
Okay. Love that. I've embodied that in my later years. When did that start for you? Have you always been that way? But I had to grow into that.
I think I had to grow into it too.
Okay.
I don't know. I had a, and it's kind of like, really just these past, it's definitely been these past couple years, but really recently I've just realized that I think my biggest fear is saying something and then not doing it.
Ooh, being a man of your word.
Like a man, huge. I'm huge on being on a man of my word and like sticking with commitments. Like I don't want to be a flake ever. Like that is not part of my being. And I just want and just talking about like when I say talking about things and versus doing them, if I say I'm going to direct this movie and I'm going to make this movie, I don't want to just talk about it. I have to follow it up. And that's my biggest fear, is being like, oh, I'm going to make this movie and then nothing. Like so many people, I wrote this script. I want to, make this music video. I want to be an artist. I want to release these songs or whatever. And then they just don't do it. And I don't want to be that person.
Yep. And honestly, I think that's where our, for lack of better, expression, our energies align, our vibes align, is because I'm a very you heard me mention it, and I only mentioned it because it's going to happen. You know what I mean? Like I'm going to do it. Because I can't handle that, hey, because you just get it so much. There's so much in Hollywood, anywhere in the world, but mainly in Hollywood, where like people will be like, oh, there's the script that I was writing, or like we should write a script together, or we should work on this song, or we should do blah, 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 and it just never comes to pass. And you're just kind of like, why are we acting like you're going to do something? Right? It's not just fun. Like, now you wasted my brain space thinking it was going to happen. But anyway, congratulations on being that type of person.
Hey, likewise.
But for me, I'm like, and as a preface for the whole episode, ADD is going to kick in hard. So there's going to be a lot of rabbit trails.
All good. We're going to, I'm here for
Stuff's not going to connect, but who cares? We're going to watch edits on TikTok anyway.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay. But I was going to say that for me, that kicking in later in life was a big deal, because mine kicked in, and what I'm talking about kicked in is like that, I don't know, self-fulfillment. I don't know what you want to call it, like doing what you say you're going to do with or without somebody, not waiting on people. It came in phases for me. I remember the first thing that I decided to do, it sounds small, but it's literally, it's what shaped everything else, is I was in high school, and it was summertime, and I didn't have a car yet. I think I was a freshman, and I didn't have a car, and we were close enough to ride my bike to the mall. So when my parents would go to school, parents would go to work, I would literally have nothing to do during the summer, and I was like, Tomb Raider came out with Angelina Jolie. Maybe this was middle school. It could have been middle school. I don't know. And I was like, I really want to see that movie. Yeah. And I was like, oh, I can't just go by myself. And I was like, I remember sitting with myself in the house, and I was like, but why? Like, why can't I?
Why can't I?
Like, it's daytime. And at the time, I was embarrassed to like be there by myself with no date or no friends. And I was like, but it's daytime. Everybody's at work. It's a matinee. I'm just going to go try it. So I literally rode my bike to the mall, went to the movies, sat there. And from that point forward, I kid you not, that is the pivotal point in my life. I kid you not, that now every time I'm afraid to do something, whether it's like, oh, I want to pursue my music fully, anything, I think about, I can sit in movies by myself. That's literally the thought I have. I was like, I went to the movies by myself as a freaking middle schooler. I can go eat by myself. Yeah. I can do anything. Why am I waiting on people to justify my actions?
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway, that was just like a side story, because it's just fun, but it's true.
I literally went to the movies myself the other day just because it was a movie out I wanted to see, and I had the time. Things get filled up. Really, no, I did not see Wuthering Heights. Yeah. I'm sure it's a great movie. Yeah. Not my cup of tea.
Not me either.
Just on the trailer, I'm like, everybody looks great. I'm sure their acting is great, but it's also funny. My dad's reading the book right now because it's one of those things where like, he's like, I heard about this movie and it's like a famous book. I've never read the book. I should read it. And he was like, I can't stand this book.
Not a vibe. I'm like, I can tell it's not my vibe, but probably great acting.
I'm sure it's great. I'm sure people love it. Yeah. Not my cup of tea. But I went and saw How to Make a Killing with Glenn Powell.
Oh, I saw that on the list of options to watch, but I didn't know what it was about. I guess I could have watched the preview, but was it good?
Oh, it's great. Yeah. Okay. I think he's really, really excellent.
He is.
I'm a big fan of his. And it's just funny, man. Like I very much enjoyed it. And I went by myself and I was just like, I love movies and that's what I want to do. That's what I want to do in life. That's how I want to make a living. Yep. So, I was like, I'm just going to go see this movie. And I totally know what you're talking about.
Right. But it's really, and people will ask me till this day too, like this is not even the point of anywhere we're going with this podcast. It's just fun talk. But people will ask me like, oh, wait, you just went to the movies by yourself? And they're still shocked by it. I'm like, what else? Let me paint a picture for you. Hey, Riker, you want to go to the movies? Sure, Titus. We go to the movies, and what do? We sit there
silently watching. Yeah.
Who cares if I'm by myself? I'm not talking to you.
Yeah.
Like, we're physically not talking. Why
I would
does it
rather
matter?
watch a movie by myself than scroll the phone by myself. It's like the same. Everybody's doing like
It's
that's why
literally
people
the same
don't go to
thing.
the movies is because they're like, oh, I can just sit at home and scroll my phone.
But I'm
and
like,
I just don't like that.
Right. And I'm like, why not go get the whole cinematic experience?
Yeah.
And on top of that, I am not speaking to you until it ends anyway.
Right.
So guess what? When I leave the theater, I'll call you back.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, we'll talk and then not. Anyway. All right. So let's talk about Riker Lynch. What's your middle name? I could like
Anthony.
I've never known that.
Really?
Riker Anthony Lynch.
Yeah.
Ral. That's your initials, Ral.
Ral, yeah.
That didn't hit home for him.
Yeah, on my mom's side of the family, every firstborn middle name is Anthony. So
Okay, your mom. Okay, we have a few things to talk about.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
We might have to make this longer than
Yeah.
This might be a two-parter.
No. I talk fast. I got this. Watch this. You have brothers, because where this is going is your mom has a rhythm. She has a flow. I don't know who came up with the names. It could have been your mom, it could have been your dad, but the unit has a flow. So not only were they keeping the through line of every first kid has Anthony, but she also had every kid was an R.
Yeah.
And then is there any other family riddles, I don't know what to call it, that she stuck to that we don't know of? Because that's cool.
No.
Like, what is everybody else's middle names? Do they all have something that matches?
So they're all named. Everyone's named after somebody from the family. So Rydell Mary, that's our grandma Mamu.
Yeah.
Mary is her name.
My grandma's Mary too.
Rocky Mark, my dad's Mark. Ross Shore. Shore is our uncle, my mom's brother. Ryland Michael, Mike, my uncle Mike, my dad's brother. So everyone's named after somebody. And then, so as far as the Anthony goes, so Gus Anthony, who's my cousin, and Boston Anthony, we're all the oldest in the family. So that's how the.
Have you ever seen the movie Ready or Not?
Yes.
Random. Keep up.
The horror. Yeah. I'm really good friends with Mark O'Brien.
Oh, you are? He killed it in that. He was fantastic.
He's fantastic. Did you see Nuremberg?
No, but I did see it.
He's great in everything, honestly.
I was like.
But that one was.
I met Mark.
You met Mark with us in New York.
We went and
yeah.
Before
We had
one of
dinner
your
before the
shows.
show.
Yeah, he was really cool. What I was gonna say is, so in Ready or Not, there's like this genealogy.
Right.
So I was like, so if somebody breaks the Anthony thing,
Rydell broke
what
it.
happened? Oh, right.
Rydell went super.
She didn't do Anthony.
Well, so Capron's her husband Capron's his middle name. So it's Robert Capron Funk. So she kept with Capron as the middle name as the firstborn.
But the other boy could have been Capron in the middle.
Could have been, but Capron's the oldest. So
Okay.
he goes by Capron, but his middle name's Capron.
What did the family say about that?
Oh, everyone. I mean,
They didn't care?
What? Yeah, right. It's entirely her
Rydell, I'm upset.
decision.
Disappointed with your choices. No, I'm just kidding. That's amazing. Okay, so we're in the family space. Where did entertainment? I feel like everything I've known about you, I'm asking questions that I'm curious about. Where did it start? Who was just like, you guys should? Or did it start? You're the oldest,
It's
so
me.
It was you.
Yeah, 100%. I grew up. My mom and dad played music all through the house.
Okay.
Just had music on. We love music. And then I started watching videos of Elvis, videos of Michael Jackson. And I just started like imitating them and learning the dance moves and singing the songs. Watching Grease.
Come on,
movie.
Grease.
And then Backstreet Boys and NSYNC came around, and I was like, this is what I want to do. So I just, again, just learning the dance moves and singing the songs. And then once I saw like the whole boy band thing, then I was like getting my brothers to learn in the dances. And
Did you ever see a video called Darren's Dance Grooves?
Oh yeah.
I used to be. Oh, did we talk about this?
We've
before?
talked about this briefly, but yeah, I had the video.
Oh, me too. I was in that.
I
living
learned
room.
Bye And Digital Get Down.
Digital
yeah.
Get Down. What?
Yeah, all of that. Yeah,
Yep.
I was. Yeah, so I don't know why I just naturally gravitated towards that.
Yeah.
And something about performing in front of people and entertaining was very natural to me from like literally since I was probably 4.
And there was nobody that you had seen doing it. You just aspired.
Yeah, I just aspired. I mean, I'm watching Michael Jackson and Elvis, and
But I
just
mean, in
being
like your immediate circle.
No, yeah, nobody in the immediate circle. I would just, I don't know what was purchased first, but some VHS or something of Michael Jackson and Elvis, and I was just watching it, and I just thought these guys are the coolest people I've ever seen.
I find it so fascinating. Whoever the origin story is connected to is fascinating to me because for my family, it's my sister. My sister started in acting, and she was the one that I can't. It's mind blowing to me because I don't think I would have ever found entertainment if I didn't see my older sibling do it.
Right.
So I'm always fascinated as how did she, and you can answer this as the older sibling. I'm like, how did she think that it could be a career? Like I can't compute that. We weren't in LA.
Yeah. I don't know. I never thought of it as a career, honestly. I think I just enjoyed. Yeah. I just, and then, you know, my mom would put us in like singing lessons. There was a literal, in Colorado, it was called Colorado Productions. And it was basically a Glee club, like a real, you know, singing, dancing. We would perform at the mall. We would perform at Six Flags. We'd perform at retirement homes, you know, and they would just, and then in the summer they would do summer camp where we would do children's versions of the plays. So that's where I started getting my acting experience going. And that, every summer I was just like, we would do, there was 2 sessions. There was like the morning session and there was the afternoon session. And so you would do, if you did both, you would do 2 plays. And I just was so fired up to be there and like act and put on these plays. It was so fun.
Okay.
I don't know why it's
so fascinating.
It's something ingrained deep in my soul that I just love performing for a crowd.
That's dope. Like it's mind blowing because okay. It is what it is.
I'm sure my siblings would probably say the same thing. I don't think they would ever have picked this. I mean, I will say Rocky kind of picked up on like the actual playing of the music on his own. Because I could kind of play drums and I took a little bit of piano lessons, but he got a guitar and then really started actually learning and actually playing. And I was like, oh, this is really cool. And then he kind of showed me the ropes.
I see.
So like as far as actually like playing and writing music, that was Rocky. Whereas like me, I just like, I want to be on, oh, sorry, I hit the mic. I want to be on stage. I want to be in front of a camera. I want to be putting the whole thing together. Like, that's what I love.
Okay, so we're gonna get back to that because that points to where you are in your career now. But keeping in this youthful space. So for those of you who don't know, let me just give you a little bit. Riker has been a part of some legendary shows, a few legendary shows, whether that's scripted, reality, whatever. He's been there, and we're going to touch on those things. But also, he started as a band called R5, and this is the family unit we're speaking of. It was him and his siblings. So now, with that, where did that start? So we know that you started the bug, but then who had the brain to be like, oh, let's all Hanson this? You know what I mean?
I think my mom's whole thing growing up was always like, okay, if Riker wants to do this singing thing, we're all going to do it together. We were like, she was like keeping everybody together. So
nobody felt like,
nobody was like, It was like, we're all doing this together. And you know, if anybody doesn't want to do it, you can quit at the very end of the whole, like we got to follow through with our commitments, right? Okay. So you sign up for the season. We're doing the whole thing. And the cool thing about that is, and she's brilliant because she would be like, you can quit at the very end when you walk off stage. When you walk off stage, nobody's quitting.
Right. At that point, I want to high.
Yeah.
Like,
you're stoked.
Right.
So, and I never wanted to, I didn't like taking class per se, but I loved the performance part of it. Right. So I was in.
And when you say taking class, are we talking about what?
Dance class. Okay. Like anything just sort of like, now I love it. Now I love the discipline of training and learning and stuff. But when you're a kid, I'm like, I don't want to take the ballet class. I just want to go on stage.
Right. Right. Okay. So your mom puts this together.
And so we're all R's. So she was calling us R5 and people would call us R5 and be like, oh, R5's here. So it was just sort of like a family name, if you will.
Okay.
And then we moved out to California because I wanted to be an actor. I wanted to go full force.
So that was your drive again.
Yeah. I was like at 16, I was like, hey, it's probably about 15. I was like, I'm probably going to move out to Los Angeles to be an actor when I'm 18. And at the time
How do you know that?
I don't know.
My sister was the same way. Yeah, I'm going to move to LA. And I'm like, who told you? Like, what?
Yeah, I don't know. It's just California just was something was calling.
That's so crazy.
And so at the time we started getting like, we did this Hollywood showcase with an acting teacher in Denver, and she brings out managers and agents from Los Angeles. and we did like, not screen test, like a scene study reading, a monologue, and
whole
then like,
family.
But it's all kind of built in individuals. So there was scene partners, but then you would do like your own monologue, and it's for these agents and managers. So we're doing this, and I'm still kind of talking about moving when I'm 18. Well, the agent and manager are like, well, we want to sign, or the manager was like, I'm going to sign Riker and Ross. And the agent was like, well, I'm signing the whole family. So the manager was like, okay, I'm going to sign the whole family too.
Copy.
So then we kind of had representation, and then we started going out like on.
And this is while you're still in Colorado?
Yes. We started not moving yet, but we started taking these California trips just to kind of see what it was like. We were doing these auditions. Ross booked Macy's Passport, was just like this dance fashion show.
Okay.
I booked a commercial with Chris Brown.
Okay. Well,
Things happened.
Right.
So it was like, oh, we can actually do this. So
Right,
then we decided to make the official move when I was about 16, and we moved, everything from Colorado to Los Angeles.
Okay, so 2 things I want to address here. One, thank you for breaking it down genuinely, because what I hate seeing, because it's inspiring to people who are watching who don't know how to get started to hear the options of things. Like in your own city, you can be doing this, this, and this, this, and this.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying? Before that, just to get your feet wet to see if it's even something you like.
Yes.
Let alone.
Yeah, you don't have to make the move before you can test all this out.
Exactly.
I had done, by the time I was 15, I had done 5-6 years of 2 plays every single summer.
See?
And I was like, I'm hooked. And we're doing dance competitions on the weekends. We're performing in this performing arts group. Like we were doing it.
You were doing it.
Yeah.
You were emerged. So that was point one, because sometimes, like I remember watching the Kanye documentary, and so many artists do this thing where they tell their journey, but it's equivalent to you saying like, yeah, I just felt called to LA and I moved out to LA and things popped off. And you're like, no, stop. How do I get in the door?
Yeah.
And like you actually were like, no, I did this and there was a showcase and this and this and this. Thank you for actually breaking down for the people that are listening, because that's the question people always say. It's like, what would you tell people upcoming? How do they get their foot in the door or whatever? Boom.
That's part of it. And I will say, because I get this question a lot, especially I'm the oldest in the band, and we've been touring for years now. So there's coming up, and with R5, we had a ton of teenage fans, and now everybody's like, mid-20s, and they're still, some people are interested and some people are just curious.
Yep.
But what I tell people who are like, I'm interested in this. What should I do? Blah, blah, blah. And that's exactly the first thing. Is just start doing it now.
Yep.
Whether it's making little short films with your friends on TikTok, and because you can put these out, right? That's just the practice of getting used to putting these things out in front of people. And same thing if TikTok, singing. If you want to be a singer-songwriter, you do covers. Write your songs and put them out there. You can do it all yourself right now, and you have to start that, because you have to remember at the end of the day, nobody's going to do it for you.
Nobody.
You have to lead this charge so strongly and like have it all built for yourself, and then eventually some company's going to come around and be like, hey, we'll put some money into this. But if you haven't done the homework and if you haven't put the time in, that's the other thing I tell people. It's going to take 10 years before you see any type of success. And I'm so serious. I think 10 years is the secret number. I think it's 2 hours and 40 minutes a day for 10 years, because that's going to get about 10,000 hours.
And you heard it here first. You need to write a book.
That is from a book. I can't remember the book title, but that's the kind of the equation. And you have to be willing to put those 10 years in without seeing any success. And that's the thing, is most people are going to give up.
That's so true. And that actually is one of my questions I was going to have later, is what have you seen kind of repetitively happen? Because you and your family have been in the game and around the game, being the industry, for a long time. What's like a common thing that you have seen kind of make people fall off? You know what I mean? Like simply just not sticking around long enough, or what?
I think it's just, they just like, yeah, I
I'm
think
sure you've seen a lot of people that are like, oh my gosh, well, they fit in with your family, they're cool, but they're popping off and they disappear.
yes,
and
totally.
like,
They disappear or they do something else. I don't know. You have to have an incredible amount of drive and ambition to succeed. And personally, I think you have to have that to succeed in anything.
100%.
Jim Carrey's dad was really, really funny.
Okay.
And he could have been a comedian
Himself, right?
But he took the safe route and was like an accountant or something. And he got fired as the accountant. And the point of the story is you can fail at what you don't want.
Ooh.
So,
Ooh, pause for that one.
You
Hold
know?
on. Say it again.
you can fail at what you don't want.
Clip this section, sir. Because let me tell you this. What? How? That is one of my biggest fears. He said you can fail. Riker just said you can fail at what you don't want, which is a simple statement, but it goes miles because one of my biggest fears is that I will have left this industry, moved on to something else that I'll be making money at, and then I would always have to live with like, oh, if I would have just stayed another year, what would have happened that next year? What would have happened that blah, blah, blah? And I'm like, just to know the fact that whatever else I do, if I were to leave the industry, I could also not work out. That could also not work out, would eat me alive.
Yeah.
Like I stepped away to do this and I got fired. Like I might as well stay over there and done something I was excited about and be getting fired or not getting jobs or whatever it's called. You know what I mean? Like, woo! Because that's real to me. That's a genuine real thing because I can't exist like that.
I agree.
Like I would rather stick around and see it not work through every rinse of exhaustion than just dip because it's taking too long. Now, before you, because I cut you off, sorry, but
it's okay.
There are a few other realities to leaving. Obviously, financially, it can get tough.
Yes.
In this state, in this industry. But my personal opinion, I would love to hear what you have to say about this, is it kind of goes back to where you started, like the OG statement where it's like, okay, you might have to strip it back, you might have to move, but that doesn't mean you have to stop. Like, I'm a big pusher on, I don't know the word, on like, no matter where I am, I'm gonna be doing it. Like it might look different and it might be quietly, and you might not know, like 1 second it was like the rookie, and the next minute it's like, where that cat been? And I was like, you might not know, but he's been cooking. Yeah. And I might have been in Arizona doing it, but we've been cooking. Anyway, but I don't know, what's your thoughts on like actual reasons other than just I quit, where people have to leave, like other justifiable reasons or a way that they can be encouraged in those to keep going?
I guess the thing for me is kind of comes back to what we first started talking about is like, I know that I'm going to make it happen. I'm going to figure it out. Yeah. Nobody's going to do it for me. So I'm going to like with Stakeout, which is the movie that we have coming out.
Oh yeah. We're coming down.
I was just like, I refuse to not make this movie, and I'm not going to wait around for somebody to just give me the money to make it happen.
I love that.
So and granted, I'm very, very fortunate to have had a successful music career and touring. So I had stuff to work with that. But
sorry to cut you off again. But once again, I don't even think you have to say very fortunate, because that pot that you pulled from to make the film stems from the hustle.
The hustle, yes.
It's not just like, oh, I was fortunate and my family just was super rich and they all just threw it at me. Right. It's like, that's like fortunate. But like, no, you worked hard to be able to pull from this to make something that you're passionate about. Yeah. Like,
We put we put the time in, and you know, I'm very grateful we have the touring business, which we've been very successful with. So, and yes, we put a lot of time and energy into that for
10 years that we talked about. Yeah.
So
plus,
but still, I was just like, I'm not going to. I just, again, back to the thing. I don't like waiting for people. So I was just like, oh, I have this opportunity. I'm going to, and I just started telling people. That's the other thing I tell people is like, you just start saying it out loud, because then instinctively you're going to be like, I gotta deliver because especially me, again, that's my biggest fear. So I started saying, we start shooting November 10th. We start shooting. I just started telling people, And I called you, sent you the script, we talked about it, and I'm shooting November 10th. I don't know how, but we're shooting November 10th, and we did the one pickup day before for location reasons, but we started November 10th.
Come on.
And just real quick back to as far as like the quitting or whatever. Moving on, I think at the end of the day, the bottom line is that you have to take responsibility for your life.
Yeah.
And you can't sit around and point fingers and be the victim and be like, well, they didn't let me do this, or this casting director didn't put me in the thing.
Yeah.
Like I realized this the other day. I've been out here auditioning for since 2009.
You almost weren't going to say
a long time. I've booked 3 auditions.
But you know what? For those watching, that's not unnormal. Is that a word?
Uncommon? I don't know.
Uncommon. That's normal.
Yeah.
Sadly, like that much effort and work. That's what he's talking about when he's talking about 10 years plus of just hustling just to get your foot in the door. There's so many stories like that, like where people were not getting anything and then everything.
Yeah.
And it's just like the hustle, the drive to not quit is amazing. But what I will say in your defense and in mine and people that are hustling, we have votes of confidence that happen throughout the journey that keep us motivated. It's not just like everybody's like, kid, you suck.
Yeah.
And everybody's telling you suck and you're like, no, I don't. It's like, no.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? Like you've had a lot of success on the music side. You've had a lot of success. When you did book, it was long-lasting things and it was like, and they kept bouncing off of each other. Now, has it been all the acting stuff you would prefer for your own personal desires? No, same for myself.
Well, I think to snowball on top of that is like really, I probably wasn't right for any of those auditions. You know,
Yeah.
I think like I auditioned for and I know you did too, and you went a lot further than I did. But I auditioned for Han Solo, and I thought I crushed this one.
honestly, I don't think you weren't right for that.
And so I maybe like long term, like with what I'm doing now, it probably makes sense that it wasn't me, because now I wrote and directed Stakeout.
Yep.
I'm directing another movie this summer. I've got another one that's really, really close to going. It's like, oh, okay, all of those things happened. Yeah. Those things didn't happen because this is what I'm meant to be doing.
Yes.
And that feels very, very true and organic and real.
Yep.
You know? And again, those things are me. Those projects are me pushing those. I mean, one of them, the writer came to me, and I'm really, really grateful. The script's amazing, but I still I'm pushing these projects forward. I'm the one making it happen. And I think if you're looking to get into this industry, or really any industry, you have to take responsibility for your life and be like, I'm going to make it happen.
That's it. Because if you really, really break it down, all the artists, I'm thinking musically right now, but I don't know if it crosses over to acting, but I feel like it does, the statement I'm about to say. All the people I look up to, the majority of them did it themselves.
Yeah.
Like the majority, there's like the cute stories of like, oh, I just I came to town and I booked this audition. But a lot of the people that have that kind of just blew up and fizzled.
Mm-hmm.
Like the ones that are around, obviously the classic, Ben Affleck and what's my dude's name?
Matt Damon.
Matt Damon. Obviously, everybody knows their story and stuff like that. But as far as on the music side, anywhere from the freaking Doja Cats to whoever, most of them were not getting winked at from the industry, and they had to go do something weird or unique on their own.
Yeah.
And then people jumped on ship like you were talking about. And it's like, clearly, like, I don't know why when we first come to LA, we think we're gonna be the exception. You know what I mean?
Totally,
like we're like, well, surely I'm here now, so of course I'm gonna be at a restaurant and meet Spielberg.
Somebody's just gonna be,
what I mean? Or I'm gonna walk in and like Spielberg's gonna be like, yes, I will book you over Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's like, but now, and the reality is, it's like, oh, there's a lot of numbers at play. There's a lot of star power at play. So what can I do for myself? It's like you said, which is what I'm doing as well. I just go make it myself, from this podcast to my music to whatever. And it's like, until y'all are ready, and Beyonce actually gave her artists, Chloe and Halle, when she signed them, I was watching their interview a long time ago, and she gave them really cool advice because their music was like not so typical R&B. Like it wasn't like SZA or anything like it wasn't like smooth R&B. It was like kind of more unique. They were doing something more unique. And she said that Beyonce said to them, keep doing whatever that weird thing is. She was like, don't blend to the people, let the people catch up with you.
Yeah.
Like they're not gonna get it for a long time and you probably will have lower sales or lower, smaller audiences. But when they get it, and those are the people you love. I'm obsessed with Andre 3000. I'm obsessed with Pharrell. I'm obsessed with like CeeLo Green, all these weird left of center R&B dudes. Literally, every single one of them.
They do their own thing.
And all of them were weird at one point. Like people were like, well, you're not like, why aren't you making music like Genuine or Usher? You know what I mean?
Right.
And it's like, anyway, all I have to say, I double down on what you're saying. Okay. Because we're going to get to Stakeout and stuff too. Just wanted you to know. But before we get into that realm, let's backtrack a little bit again and tell them how we met. Let's give them.
Oh, yeah.
There's some people that are going to be watching this. They're going to want us to talk about this. So we're going to do this for you. Okay? Because we lived it. We're done.
Yeah.
But we met on a beautiful show called Glee. We were warblers.
Yep.
And your name was Jeff.
On the show, yes.
On the show, Jeff, and my name was David. And
which is funny. I didn't realize this, but that's the same exact initials in Stakeout. J and D.
whoa,
John and Darren.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Kismic.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Interesting, right?
We got to keep it going like your mom would. You know what I'm saying? Like, if any more films we do together, it's like, if we're negotiating, even if it's a different director, if we're just acting or if you're directing,
Okay.
always has to be negotiating our contracts. Character name has to start with a D. Actually, I'm telling you this now.
Okay, cool. Because I'm working on. I have an idea for us for another one.
Okay.
I haven't written anything out yet, but all right, I'll use those.
Okay,
initials.
hold on. I'm a rabbit trail. Let's talk about Stakeout now.
Okay.
Okay, so
We'll come back to
we'll
the
come back to
intro.
Glee. We'll come back to
Yeah.
Glee. So, y'all, we are doing this movie. He's directing. Okay, would you consider this your directing debut?
Yeah, my first feature.
Feature.
Yeah, because I've done short films and music
Right.
videos.
That's what I was like. I don't know if
yeah.
you- But his feature film debut, this gentleman was kind enough to ask me to be a part of. And I gladly. Now, let's keep it a buck. I wasn't the first option, but it don't matter because in the future, I'm gonna let you know right now, that doesn't offend me. If you tried to
good.
get Michael B. Jordan and he wasn't
good.
available, I'm okay to get paid. I will be there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You gotta take it where you can get it. But I'm super thankful that you had me a part of it. And it turned out amazing. The movie is called Stakeout. When does it come out? Oh, we don't know yet.
No, we'll probably. I had a good call today actually with a producer friend who's kind of answering questions and kind of guiding me along the way. But we're pretty confident we'll do some film festivals.
Ooh, that's good.
Yeah.
Okay, tell us about Stakeout. The premise, the vibe, who we are.
Yeah, so Stakeout. Stakeout is a buddy comedy with a little action twist in there. And basically, Titus and I play John and Darren, who are best friends. They do everything together. And then my character, John, just wants to find the one, wants to meet the girl of his dreams and settle down. And Darren loves chasing girls, and Darren's wild and obnoxious, but you can't help but love him. And so I meet this girl, Sydney, and I kind of fall head over heels for her. But then we start learning all these suspicious, strange things about Sydney. Yeah. And Darren's idea is, well, to uncover the truth, we need to do a stakeout because Darren is a self-described private investigator. He wants to be a detective.
And did.
He passed his levels 7 stealth
stealth
exam.
Y'all, the outtakes on this movie
Oh,
because
that's gonna be so good.
I don't speak English well. Level 7
stealth exam.
Man.
Yeah.
And is it? Do we end up making that?
Oh yeah, you got it.
Okay.
Yeah, you got it. It was funny because we're reading the scene. We're doing that. We're filming that scene, and that was an improv line that we threw out to you.
Yeah.
Like on the day. Never heard it before. Bobby Yu, who's a comedian who's also in the film, is helping me come up with like alternate lines.
Love you, Bobby.
And so we're just tossing around ideas like what could he be leaving to go to?
Yeah.
And we had this detective, private investigator thing, stealth, level 7 stealth exam. And I don't know why that just flew out. but we were having you say it, and Titus just couldn't figure it out. And at one point, I'm saying it, and he's like, "How are you doing it?" And I go, "Level 7 stealth is 10." He goes, "All right, fuck you."
Yeah, I was like, because don't just make it look easy. Everybody at home, say it right now. Level 7 stealth exam. Like, who says that many S's? Level 7 stealth. Oh no, it's the L sound.
It's the L's.
Level 7 stealth.
It's the L's.
The L's,
in
the
combination with the S.
Whatever. I was like, it's great, but I can't say it.
Yeah,
So,
but you said it.
I did say it one of the
like
times.
2 or 3 times,
Okay.
and in different scenes too. So
Come on.
it worked out, and it's really funny, and that will be the best outtakes in the whole thing.
Okay, so here's my movie combination of what I. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry. Can we pause right here? This is the mechanic of the thing. He's really. Hello?
We should keep this rolling.
Hey, sorry, I'm in the middle of an interview right now. I'm so sorry. What's up? I mean, yeah, I just didn't know if it was an emergency because I was like, let me just check real fast.
Titus has me come to his podcast,
Okay, perfect. I'll call you in about 30 minutes.
and then he just answers the phone mid-interview.
I'm like,
So unprofessional.
what mechanic? Yeah, keep running. I'm like, because I was a mechanic to fix my engine. Who calls 3 times? And then I said it was an emergency. He was like, no. I was like,
3
you just called me
times?
3 times in a row.
Wow.
Anyway, so let me go back to what I was saying. And he texted me, hi, Titus, I'm calling. I'm literally calling from, anyway. Okay, so here's my.
You're like, anyway, so use discount code if you need to get your car fixed.
That's funny. Okay, so here's my movie duo, whatever, that I feel like yours compares to. Stakeout. I feel like it's a perfect crossover, and you already know the one of them I'm gonna say, but I feel like it's a perfect crossover between Game Night and Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
Oh, Mr. and Mrs. Smith, yeah.
And okay, the Mr.
I
and
had
Mrs.
that a little bit in the lookbook, but yeah, Game Night for sure, and Horrible Bosses were like my tonal, and The Hangover.
And all those make way more sense. The only reason I say Mr. and Mrs. Smith is because of the can
Mystery.
I say that?
You can't say the thing.
Okay.
But there is a mystery
There's
aspect
a mystery
to it.
aspect. And there's an action aspect, which aligns, puts me in that headspace.
It's like it's one of those things where it's like it's pretty obvious once you kind of get going, but at the same time, it's like you don't want to just completely reveal that.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
like
yeah,
it's not going to be in the trailer. Or
But I
anything.
love that though.
But that's what's fun is because you're like, I see where this is probably going,
I'm
but
gonna
the
be honest,
guys have no clue.
But no, I didn't.
Oh, really? Reading
No, I
it?
like that I didn't know where this. Ooh, this is fun to be able to like talk about a movie, but I'm not allowed to say certain things.
Yeah.
This is fun. You know, like Stranger Things or something, they can't say the ending.
Right. Yeah.
But I thought it was cool that I couldn't tell what was going to happen. If you
Okay,
know, if you
yeah.
know who and what I'm talking about. Because everything leading up, I genuinely thought it was going to be kind of the jokes that Darren was making.
Oh,
Like, 'cause I was
cool.
like,
Yeah.
surely it's somewhere in that realm, and maybe the twist would be it was you. I don't know. I thought it was going to stay in like solely a comedic realm, but the fact that it ties in so much action, I don't know. I don't think I saw that coming in a good way.
Okay, cool.
And maybe I'm the stupid one because maybe everybody else does. But
I'm kind of like of the belief that like the audience is a lot smarter than the creators think they are. So like
not me. No, not me.
So like I'm kind of I think the audience is gonna, but that's the fun is taking the audience along for the ride and showing them a little peek behind the curtain because these the 2 characters have no clue what's going on. So then you show the audience, and that's what's funny is the audience is going, oh my God, they're walking into this and they're gonna be so screwed. That's funny to me.
Agreed. No, agreed,
So-
agreed. Okay, so I'm a backtrack real quick. See, even though I have ADD, I always keep tabs on.
Yeah.
So we met during Glee.
Okay.
Okay. Love that. What was your Glee experience? Your personal Glee experience?
My personal Glee experience. I mean, so I'm 19.
I keeps it a buck. Y'all be all sweet. Anyway, go ahead. I'll elaborate later.
All right. I'm 19 at the time, so I'm really new to especially this size of a show. I mean, we came in on season 2. It's the #1 show on television, like by a long shot.
By a long shot.
I'm 19. I'm like thinking, oh, I'm kind of doing this to like make some money on the side, but I'm thinking like, oh no, I have this. My band is like getting ready to launch.
Right.
I'm playing shows and all that. So this is
which was actually crazy because it actually did. Because we had no idea when we met you that you had a whole side thing.
Yeah.
And so obviously we got close with you and your family, but like y'all really was on your whole other thing.
Yeah, when we were playing shows like constantly, and then it'd be like, oh, I can't do rehearsals today because I got to go. I'm on this show Glee, and I got to go film.
Anyway,
so that, you know, being 19 and, you know, just like being in front of the camera, I will say in retrospect, I could have learned so much more, especially like the filmmaking side, had I just paid a little bit more attention. But I don't know, I'm probably just naive at the time, and I also like, you know, all these guys are like mega celebrities, so you're not like trying to bother them, and you know, everyone's kind of got their like their attitude's not quite the right word, but they're just sort of like, they're just celebrities, and they're just like not, I don't know, you don't really, I didn't want to bother them, but I probably could have asked much more questions.
19,
but
first big job. We ain't about to be asking notepad and taking notes.
Exactly,
Like, we're just trying to survive.
Yeah, just trying to survive, trying not to get in trouble. You know, I mean, we were yelled at constantly as a group for talking. And it, you know, the whole set is talking. And we were talking
wait
for
it to
sure.
Be my turn.
But but I thoroughly enjoyed it. Twitter was just getting started, so I was on Twitter. People were finding me from Twitter or from the show. Like, I mean, it was like kind of simultaneously as the band was rising, my sort of like stardom, if you will, was rising. You know, at least on social media it was.
100%.
So I loved it, and like I said, I just love performing and being in all of that. So I had a great time.
Okay, so love that. Me too. Me too. Let's preface that. Overall, fantastic time. My biggest takeaway from Glee was the people. I'm like, clearly, I've made lifelong friends. You, Kurt, Dom, John, Nelson, Grant, Darren, everybody. That was the biggest takeaway.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, there's probably James, tons of people I left out, sorry. But all of the Warblers, great.
Yes.
So I think I had a little, I almost said postpartum, what's it called? Post-traumatic. Like, I had a little disorder that I had to work through afterwards. And it wasn't like, it was self-proclaimed. Like, it was just something, me being dramatic. But like, I had to think about it. I was like, where did that stem from? And when I think about it, I was like, I think that started on Glee. Because in my head, I was wanting to people please so much at that point in my life that it was Devil Wears Prada to me on that set. So I was like terrified, but also having a blast, but also just wanting to be perfect.
Right. Yeah,
like I'm just like, okay, so people are talking about like, oh, well, if I can stand out enough, then maybe I'll get a solo.
Right.
If I can stand out enough, maybe they'll get some extra lines, or maybe they'll do a spinoff about me. You know?
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
And it's just like, or about us, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, the talks we were all having.
Yeah.
But within that reality, I was doing some unhealthy stuff in my own head, which was like just the comparison game, like just kind of like, oh, well, the main cast, they're going over there and they get treated a little bit differently. Like little things we just kind of get like pushed off into like a side room. But then it was like a step above extras.
Yeah,
so it was like, oh, so then I had a hard time understanding what it meant to recur on a show because I was like, they kind of treat us like extras a little bit, but just a little bit better because we have choreography later. So we have to rehearse. So we're like a little bit more looked at. But then when people would praise us in any sort, like fans or crew or any of that would be like, oh, love you guys. What's up, guys? What's up, Warblers? There was always like a few higher ups that would kind of like make sure we stayed in our place. I felt like I experienced that completely different. You might not have experienced this at all. But in my head, I was like, why are they always kind of trying to like not let us embrace the shine that we are clearly getting, like from the fans? Do you know what I'm saying? Like clearly the fans like the Warblers, but there was like that kind of like dynamic when we would go in rehearsals or anything like that, where they'd be like, okay, no, don't, but I'm like, are they treating the main cast like that? No, I guarantee you not. Do you know what I'm saying? They're just letting them be, because in my head, there was moments, I guess what I'm really saying, there was moments, okay, let me explain this, because I've never really talked about it like this, but there were moments, because the Warblers were half dancers and half actors, or probably more dancers and some actors, like as far as like how we were even brought into the show,
right?
We all got put into the same pot of, I felt like at times just feeling like cattle.
Yeah.
And so in my brain, I knew on my actor side that Glee was one, as well as one of the many other things I was doing acting wise.
Yeah.
So I came into that show as an actor with a smaller role, but I don't even know how to word this, but I was also accustomed to being treated like one of the actors.
Right, yeah.
But then there'd be times where you were just treated like a dancer, which sounds bad, and dancers shouldn't be treated like this either. But there was just this weird hierarchy that I personally, once again, my personal experience, and it could be completely false. It was just the reality of 20-year-old Titus.
Well, and you're doing other shows, like you said. So even if those shows have, even if you're a smaller role or equally sized role, I think the thing with Glee is there's so many casts.
Yes.
And they're all leads.
They're all
like, there's like,
they're like different.
There's like 13 of them, right?
Yeah,
I mean, that's a lot. Like usually you're going to have 4.
But I would like go off to like Grey's Anatomy set or Castle or any sets, and they're like, hey, like that, and they were so kind and sweet, letting you create, working with you, and and then I would be on the Glee set, and they'd be like, shut up.
Yeah.
And I'm like, so if I were to say my line, are we gonna have another rehearsal? And it was just kind of just like, it was just a very unique experience. Great. Now that I've said all that, that was the unhealthy side that I had to break later because I remember thinking like, I went into other sets being like, let me just not ruffle any feathers because people are so replaceable. Like the hierarchy and the fame of Glee, it was such a big beast that I was like, I thought every set was like that.
Right.
But then as I continued to work more sets, I was like, I remember myself being like, oh, I'm allowed to talk? Like, I'm dead serious. Like, I would literally be like, in between stuff, like I was like, and they'd be like, do you want to play a game? Like, do you want to like talk to you? And we were doing that stuff. Let me not act like this was prison, okay?
Right, yeah.
Glee was amazing, but there, like he said, there was so much going on. There was dance numbers and multiple cameras and hundreds of extras for audience members.
And they're shooting on film.
So I was like, they had a lot to juggle. So they had to keep everything as tight as possible for efficiency.
Yeah.
So I understand in hindsight now. I'm just taking us back to young mind Titus and me being like, like, I don't know why they're so mean over here.
Right.
Like I was it felt like Devil Wears Prada. The way I would describe it to everybody is Devil Wears Prada. When Meryl Streep would come in.
And everyone's like, oh God.
Yep. And that would be the whoever was directing, whatever.
Yeah.
The powers that be would come in, watch the rehearsal, we would film, we would stay quiet, we would do it again, we'd film, we'd stay rehearsal, we'd do it again, we could shovel it off, we'd come back, we'd eat lunch, shovel it off. And it's kind of like,
you're a little bit like walking on eggshells a little bit.
I felt like that. But within the reality, this is my last statement, I overall was very grateful for it because it acted as almost like a boot camp. Because even though all the other sets were completely different, it also made me not lower my guard or what I was bringing to the table. Like, it made me come that much more ready to each set when other people were coming from more lax sets and probably had maybe a little bit of ego about them or maybe had a little something. I was operating from very militant, like, I'm just proud to be here. I will stay silent and less spoken to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I still very much am like that to a certain extent. Obviously, working with you is different. Like, and I told you this actually on your set, it was one of the first ones. There's been a few other shows, but yours is by far, Stakeout, the movie, has by far been the first set that I have felt completely free to just let loose.
That's
and I mean that in a respectful way. Like, obviously not in between takes when we're trying to get stuff done. But I mean, during a take, to feel like I can just riff.
Yeah, you can do.
I had permission. Like, you see celebrities talk about all the time, we improv half of that. And it's just like, I had never experienced a place where I felt permitted to because they didn't trust me as an artist yet.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, we hired you, just kind of say that because, and I get it. And I get it. But yours was the first place that I felt safe enough to completely go loco and trust that you're going to cut together something great. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you felt that way. I'm a big believer in hiring the people to do that.
Yeah.
And like, I'm not looking, I've written the character, but I'm not like out searching for exactly who that character is. I'm looking to find somebody that's going to be collaborative and part of the process because we're all going to be on set together for a long time. These were late nights. We were doing night shoots. So that was like a huge part of it. And honestly, looking back at it all, it all happened exactly the way it was supposed to.
Amen.
Yeah.
Oh, but actually, funny story about John and Darren. Just some BTS for y'all. Riker was going to be Darren.
Yeah, so I did write Darren thinking I was going to play
Yes.
Darren, and I'll say because I was like, okay, maybe I can get one of my bigger actor.
That's what it is. No,
like levels.
A resume, is a resume. I ain't mad about it. Shoot.
You know, and at one point I even went to my brother Ross. I was like, what if these guys are brothers or cousins?
Oh, that would have been good too.
You know,
that would have been good
too. And the one thing I will say to anybody who is looking to get into this industry, and once you do find success, you still need to respond and reply to offers, and even if they're just acquaintances or friends, because so many people I reached out to, not so many people for the role of Darren, but for like the girl role,
Sydney,
and not so many, but a good handful of people that I know personally that are great, but they have credits, and there's just no response. It's just, and there's something about that in like today's age that people think that that's okay, and that's just you want to have the decency to just respond, even if it's a hey, thanks for thinking of me, but no thank you. That's totally fine. There's nothing wrong with saying no, but you can't just not respond. I just think it's super like, are we in middle school?
Right.
Like, what's going on?
And let me say the more rough around the edges statement, doubling down on what he's saying. That's the nice way of saying what I'm going to say. And that's, you don't know where these people are going to end up. Let me tell you something about relationships. One, just out of courtesy, yes, 100% agree with what you said. But also out of, you see it time and time again where in 2-3 years from now, Riker could have directed his Oscar-nominated film, and them same people that couldn't respond, I guarantee, and I'm not directly saying to his friends, but I'm saying just like in the reality of how people are literally going to be the ones pitching. Their team's going to be pitching, and they're going to be circling back. And thankfully, Riker is not a spiteful human being. But
well, I'm a Scorpio, so it's a little bit in there. I tried.
He was like,
let's put it this way. I won't forget.
you can reprove yourself.
Yes.
But you remembered.
I know.
But I think it says a lot, because even if you're only responding out of wisdom of industry, still do that. Like I'm saying, give us a bare minimum here. It should be just out of courtesy, right? Because you're dealing with another human being.
Yeah,
who's
you treat people. It's so simple. Treat people how you want to be treated.
Yes.
If you were reaching out to somebody for something, there's nothing wrong with saying no. That's just part of it.
Yeah.
If you're not interested or not available or whatever, but you gotta respond. It's part of human communication.
And what I'm saying,
if I was up on if you walked to somebody on the street, and you were like, hey, I would love to send you this script, and they just were like, like what? Like that's the phones are just like they're giving people escapes, and this you gotta be careful when it's that convenient to just not respond.
Good luck, have fun, don't die. The phones,
right?
So good,
so good.
But yeah, and the reason I say the business side is because the common statement of that saying, whoever you see going up, you're gonna see come back down.
Yeah.
See when you're coming back down, but. That's what I'm saying. Like, even if you're not a courteous person, let's say that some of the people you hit up just aren't courteous and they don't care. At bare minimum, as a hustler, you should at least, because you're not going to know. I mean, this sounds like how it's motivated for me. I think I try to just be a courteous person anyway. But as the person pitching this project, you're not going to know if they're responding solely because they might want to work with you in the future, or if they're just nice. The point is they're responding. So I'm just saying, at whatever angle you decide to come at
you're
from,
keeping the communication open for the future.
Not.
If you don't respond, I'm probably not reaching out. Honestly,
like why would you? Why would you?
Yeah.
It's like, well, I felt stupid last time I did that. Okay.
Yeah.
I felt stupid last time I did that. So why am I going to do it again? Okay.
And to say how, like, again, I think Stakeout worked exactly how it was supposed to. And a large part of that is you just being open to, tell me about the script, to send it over and giving it a read, and just being, and, giving feedback and having like that's part of like what all this is that collaboration. And that's what people I think are looking for.
I think I had to prove myself a little bit, because y'all, what he's not going to tell you is he really was set on this Darren thing. He was like, yeah, whatever role you want. And then he goes, no, don't speak. He goes, whatever role. No, whichever role you want.
I did want to know what role you wanted.
And then he goes, whatever role you want. But John, I feel like John, but like whatever role you want. Look at John though. But like whatever role you would want, because I was thinking Darren for me, and in my head instantly, as soon as he described Darren, I was like, I know he wants Darren, but I want Darren.
Well, I was also thinking you could play Nelson.
Oh, that's true.
So
no, actually, sorry, not John. Nelson was more who kind of you said more.
Yeah.
Yes, that's true. Sorry, my fault.
Because like writing it again, originally I'm like, okay, I'll probably play Darren.
And you could have played Darren. Oh, actually, that's what I was gonna say. Whatever future project we do, we should try switching around the energies. Like you should be that, and I'll be the more straight man. Like that'll be fun. I'll be down.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
So I always thought I was gonna play Darren. And I thought you could definitely play Nelson, but again, when I had the actor who I wanted for John was not interested, or I should say he was interested. His agents weren't interested, and also scheduling would have been tough. But once you read it, and I was like, okay, you could also play John.
Yeah.
I mean, I know you could do anything, but I legit wanted to know what character as you were reading, like, oh yeah, I'll do this. And I remember you saying, oh, Darren, I'll Kevin Hart the shit out of this. And I was like, all right, you're right. That makes sense.
So just speak to this really quickly as a creator, a director yourself, because this will get some insight to us actors when we're auditioning for stuff. Mm-hmm. You as a director in this position and the writer, correct?
Yeah, I wrote it.
You as everything. So somebody saying to you, an actor being like, oh, I'll Kevin Hart this. Now, that's not who you had in your mind when you wrote it. So you essentially are now trusting that I'm going to bring to life in a completely different way, pretty much how? Do you get to that trusting space? Because you easily could have been like, I hear what you're saying, but I don't want that energy. Like if I would have wanted Kevin Hart, I would have written that Kevin Hart energy. Mm-hmm. So how do you trust that? Is it trusting the actor thing, or is it trusting?
It's trusting you.
Okay.
I'd say 90%, and then I have a tremendous amount of trust in myself that I will be able to steer whatever I need to steer with, and I don't know. I just felt like, and just talking to you, like we just talked about it. We spent probably 30 minutes on the phone just kind of talking through things. And I just was like, oh yeah, this is absolutely correct. Okay. And I know I could play John and still kind of make that funny too.
Yes, because you still brought out natural Darren elements in John. Yeah. Like your original Darren form. You know what I'm saying? I saw that. I was like, that was smart, because now you have all the worlds.
Yeah. So it's like both characters could be funny instead of just one guy having all the funny lines and then this guy just being like Jason Bateman.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So I feel like it worked. Again, I feel like it worked exactly how it was supposed to.
100%. Do you desire, you may have made a decision already, to forever more direct comedy or drama or both?
I'm open to everything. Okay. I think it would be difficult for me to direct horror because I don't enjoy it.
Unless it's like Cabin in the Woods.
Cabin in the Woods, yeah, because there's tons of comedy in that. Yeah. But it's like, so I have a true story sports drama that's coming up in the summer, and then the other film is pretty much like a road trip drama. Yeah. There's comedy in both, but these are definitely not as comedy. Like Stakeout is a comedy, pretty much.
He tried to kill me. He's trying to kill me because there's a scene in Stakeout, okay, that you will see. It's at the end of the movie, and that's all I'm gonna say. And I'm gonna let you determine.
You're gonna put a poll?
Yeah, put a poll. Do you think it was real or not real? And it's up to that, because I don't even know yet. So you'll know what I'm talking about in hindsight. It's at the end of the movie. It's the last scene. But then the next film that he's doing has to deal with the same stuff. This nigga crazy. Can I say what it is? No, not yet. Okay.
Yeah, we'll do this in season 3 and we'll talk about it.
Perfect. That's great.
Especially it'll be after you've done it, so then we can really talk about it.
Yep, and we're gonna add in a cut of what I just said before we say it in the episode that we do in the future, so we can have everybody can see what I said before. But remember, the scene at the end of the movie, life or death.
We'll see.
Okay, so let me pivot. I'm gonna pivot.
Okay.
And it's not gonna matter because there's gonna be a cut right here, and it's gonna seem like it's natural anyway. I like to ask questions that would help inspire other people.
Love that, yeah.
So what do you do? What have you done, or what would you do in your stuck moments in your career, AKA when it's bone dry, what do you do to either motivate yourself or not jump off of something?
Again, I really just look in the mirror and I take responsibility. You know, we are who we are today because of the choices we made yesterday. And until we can accept that fact, we have zero control over our lives.
Period.
So I take extreme responsibility for my life. So when things aren't happening, I'm just like looking in the mirror and I'm like, all right,
What can I do?
what can I do? It's, you know, we're here. You're here because you chose this. So you're here for a reason. So figure it out. And, you know, I do a little bit of journaling. I have a whiteboard where I have like my goals and ambitions so that I'm seeing that every day. And I'm always constantly trying to take a step forward, even if it's a small step, you know, just something moving forward towards that goal.
Right.
And then at the same time, I write this in my journal every day. I'm constantly reminding myself to enjoy the journey. Like I'm trying to make these movies, right?
Yeah.
So once I make the movie, that's the destination.
Yeah.
I'm going to be like, okay, great. I made that movie. What's next?
Yeah.
You're just going to immediately go.
That's true.
You might enjoy that premiere or whatever, that's watching it with friends or whatever that destination may be.
Yeah.
You're going to enjoy that for a second, but then it's immediately on to the next thing.
Right.
So I constantly remind myself, enjoy the journey of just trying to make the movie, just trying to get it going, just trying to get it funded, just trying to get it cast. Like enjoy that process as much as actually making it, as much as actually watching it, because as soon as you hit that destination, you're just going to be like, what's next?
What's next?
And that's just part of being human. So just that reminder, I think, is what helps me get through like those moments of when things are maybe slow.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's also kind of like a lot of, I feel like most of it's just kind of slow.
Yeah.
Until like, I mean, when we shot Stakeout for 2 weeks, and then like once that's happening, then it's just like, holy crap, this happens so fast.
Right. That is true.
And it's just like everything. And also, like, so for the movie that should be happening this summer, you know, physically, it's going to take a lot out of me.
Yeah.
And so I'm prepping, and
Another hint.
I'm prepping and making sure that I am ready whenever that time comes.
Right.
So physically healthy, mentally healthy, and I'm just ready to go, and I'm prepared.
Last question before we play a little game.
Okay.
Not even a question. I kind of just want you to talk about your lifestyle, because there's a side of you that people don't know if they don't know you personally, that I don't want to call it a health freak.
I prefer the term health nerd.
Health idiot. No, a health nerd. Okay, yeah, actually low key, because you are really like.
I kind of like nerd out about it. I kind of love it.
You like study it a bunch.
And like I'm honestly trying.
But it's all good stuff. That's why I want to talk about it.
Yeah. And I try to not be too like hardcore about it. And I know I am hardcore.
But are you? Because you're so hardcore, you're asking us to survive longer. You know what I mean? Oh my gosh, I hate you. Be healthy.
Yeah. I don't know, but I know that there's a balance and there's like a time and place. So I really want to be better about like not just like talking about it, and more just like, again, leading by example.
What are some of the main things, if somebody was like, I want to get healthier, that you would be like, these are my first 3 things that I'm like, switch to this.
Oh yeah, okay.
And it doesn't have to be brand stuff if you're not getting sponsored, but like just like an idea, like.
No, yeah, we'll keep it simple, and we'll keep it like free. Like you don't have to pay for anything.
Yeah.
I would build an exercise routine.
Copy.
And be consistent.
Yep.
Every single day.
Yep.
And it doesn't have to be like, if you're going really hard, then you're going to want rest days.
Yeah.
But if you're just doing something consistent, something moving.
Oh, I like that. Essentially, even a good treadmill situation.
Yeah. I'm not a fan of running personally. So if some people love it.
Yeah.
But like long walking.
Yeah.
Body weight squats, push-ups, pull-ups, like that's all free.
Yeah. 100%.
I would say that's one. Just build that habit and stick to it.
Okay.
Go to bed at the same time every night.
Ooh.
I know it's hard.
A
lot of people.
I'm out,
a lot of people have different
I'm out on that
things, but that will tremendously impact your health because you'll just sleep better.
Okay, is it about going to bed at, like, okay, I got to be in bed by 10 every night if that's my time? Or is it also, I mean, I'm just saying this to make me feel better. Is it also potentially about, like, I'm just making sure no matter what time I go to sleep that I get the same hours?
No, it's the rhythm. Your body starts learning the exact time, and your sleep will dramatically improve.
Okay, I'm gonna try.
So
this.
if it's 10, if it's 9, if it's
not gonna be 10, it'll be
if
like
it's
1.
2, whatever.
Yeah.
I will say the earlier, the more deep sleep you will likely experience.
I have blackout curtains.
That's good too, but still, your body is sinking to, especially as guys.
Yeah.
Females.
Does it mess up my testosterone? Now, if you tell me sleep messes up my like a certain time, I'll be in the bed by 8.
Oh yeah, well yeah, yes. Deep sleep is going to be a huge part of your testosterone. Yes.
Are you just saying that?
I'm not just saying that.
Wait, is that serious?
Yes.
What?
Do you have low testosterone?
I don't know. I feel like as I get older, it's naturally going to get lower. So why not keep it?
Well, get your blood checked and then I'll help you. We can talk about that. But
it's 8:30. Just giving 8:30 from now on.
Just start consistent, and then we'll look at it. Consistent bedtime.
Okay.
Stop eating 4 hours before you're planning on going to sleep. Again, I know that's a hard one. And then when you wake up in the morning, get sunlight in your eyes, or 10,000 lux, I think is what it is. You can buy a lamp on Amazon. 10,000.
What? That's a thing?
10,000 lux. Yep. And you flip that on. So if you're up,
and it equates to like daylight shine?
yeah, it's like the same. Yeah, I don't know how to
Rays
measure.
or whatever,
I don't
the
know how to
same amount of-
measure light, but I think it's 10,000 lux. If you look at there's a guy named Brian Johnson on Instagram, and his company's called Blueprint. He talks about those 4 main things often: sleep timing, not eating, and getting sunlight. You can look up all this info, and he'll have like all the science on it.
Is red light thing like for my face?
Yeah, red light therapy is great.
That actually works?
But again, that's expensive, or that costs. I'm just trying to give people like the bare minimum of like, you can start this right now, and it's not going to cost anything.
Okay. I like that. Okay. 'Cause I was like, I just wanted to introduce that side of you to people.
Yeah.
That people don't know.
I'm obsessed.
Yeah.
I absolutely love
Like
it.
we can go deeper. Water, certain types of water, everything. I like it. It's fascinating to me because I'm like, if you look at some of the stuff we're putting in our bodies just based on what's at the stores, it's crazy.
Yeah. The food quality. Yeah. If you really look at your food quality, and whether you want to be, whether you eat meat or you don't eat meat, they're just don't
he's
eat.
Going there. He's trying not to go there.
He's like, just don't eat packaged food as much as possible. The processed stuff. If you eat whole foods, that's gonna be a good step in the right direction.
Okay. And sorry, this is actually my final question before the game. Dang, there's a lot of questions I didn't get to. We're gonna have to do another episode in the future.
Let's do it. We can do 2 parts.
Yeah, that's what we have to do. Yeah, because there's some deeper questions I didn't get. And I don't want to ask that now because it's going to go too long. Okay.
Sorry, wait. I was probably chit-chatting.
No, it's fine. No, that's good. All of it's good. Okay. That's a good one. That's a deep one, though. Okay, I'll say this one. What's a belief you held strongly for a long time, but eventually changed your mind about? Now, that can be anything from career, industry, to personal life, to whatever. But I like to ask that question because I remember I used to have a view, like kind of during that time of Glee. Like I had a much more narrow-minded view about a lot of stuff for my own protection. And a lot of stuff went by the wayside as I got older that I was like, oh, I thought that was so important, and it wasn't. I can give you a specific example if you need it, but yeah, what about for you? What's something that you strongly used to believe in that you changed your mind about later?
Strongly believed in that I changed my mind about later.
And it can be diet related. It can be anything.
I think, there's 2 things that come to mind. One was that I have a really good metabolism, and I have good genes. My dad, I can eat whatever I want, and I'm going to be fine. And that's just not true at all. Like, and also whether it would show up physically, because I honestly, I think I do have a good metabolism. I think I'm very, very fortunate
100%.
with that. But mentally, like as soon as I started eating really, 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 and I mean really clean, mentally and just everything energetically, like I feel so good.
And you heard it here first. The proof is in the pudding. If you switch up your lifestyle health-wise, it does benefit you.
Yeah, the nutrition goes a long way. The other thing that popped into my mind was that I thought I would just do R5 forever, and that would be, that would be a forever income. and we would tour and we would make music and we would just have a great time.
But is it kind of not?
It's different.
It's different, but it is.
It's not because it's not R5.
Right.
It's different, and it's also I'm constantly. I think it comes down to what I was talking about. Like I want to take responsibility for my life. Mm-hmm. And with the Driver era, I love performing. I love playing bass with the guys, but I don't have any. I'm not in control of that. It's like whatever they want to do, and they do a great job. But it's like I want to.
You have your own goals,
I rely on right currently, like to pay the bills. I rely on that, and I don't want to rely on other people.
Yep.
It comes down to that thing. So I really thought R5 was going to be like a long term thing.
Right.
And I could have been a little smarter with like financially, like my money at the time.
Preach.
Yeah.
Me too. Oh
I also thought I was going to be married forever. So
man, I wasn't going to do it. We're gonna lead up for the next episode. but seriously though, I mean that's life. That honestly is life, and it's sad. And
the whole like moral of all of those things is this too shall pass.
Come on,
like even the good things, even when things are incredible,
even this too shall pass. That's the name of this episode. This episode shall pass. Life, good highs and lows, it'll pass.
Yeah.
But mainly, the biggest takeaway is that the lows are going to pass.
The lows will definitely pass. Yeah. And I had to keep telling myself that for the whole 2025, basically, because I was just like, I don't know how, but like I just like this will pass. This will pass.
And we're not going to go too far in for this episode, but this is a strong brother. Like I don't know. He done been through it, and he's standing out on the other side with a new movie and about 2 or 3 to come. Like, crazy. Heck yeah.
Yeah, it's just
okay.
Wild.
It is wild, but yep, we ain't gonna do that because you know what I'm saying. All right, but before you leave, I just yelled. That's great. So before you leave, I like to play this little game with most of my guests. It's called Keep or Quit. Okay? It's gonna be rapid fire, keep or quit, which means I'm gonna name 2 things, a bunch of them. There's 14.
Okay.
Each.
And I'm keeping one and quitting the other?
Yep. Okay. So all you have to do is say the one you're going to keep.
Oh, okay.
Well, obviously the other one will be quitted. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Great.
Okay.
It was going to be rapid fire. No time to think. Answer quick.
Okay.
For example, I'll say blue or green.
Blue.
Great. And that means you're keeping that one.
Keeping blue.
Which means we know that you're quitting the other
quitting
one.
Green.
I'm warning you because these are going to be more challenging questions than blue or green.
Okay.
So just know when you answer.
Okay.
Got
it. All right.
Ready?
Yeah.
McFly, Maroon 5.
McFly.
I don't know.
That's hard, man.
I know.
Dang.
These are catered to you.
But that one, the drama helps that answer with that one. So.
Oh, copy. Okay. Okay. Sorry. Let's give you my advice. Hockey or skydiving?
What?
Quick answer.
How are
3,
you gonna do that to
2,
me?
1.
Skydiving.
What?
Yeah.
I'm actually shocked.
I am too.
Clip that. Health or wealth?
Health.
Yep, that's what I thought you. Disney Channel or Nickelodeon?
Disney Channel.
Good answer. Christmas or Halloween?
Halloween.
Oh, okay. Beach vacation or snow vacation?
Beach vacation.
Oh, just look, your whole brand musically. Live abroad or live in States? Like forever?
Live in the States.
Really? Interesting. I didn't think you were going to answer that.
Yeah, I think so.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. Film or TV? Being in it, let's say.
Oh, film.
Acting.
Yeah,
Okay.
film. Yeah.
Directing film or TV? You like goals?
Directing film.
Okay. Directing or acting?
Directing.
That's what I was saying. Jason Bateman or Paul Rudd?
What?
3, 2, 1.
Bateman.
No, that's what I thought you were going to say. I was right about most of these.
You know me so well.
Will Ferrell or Steve Carell? 3, 2,
Will Ferrell.
1.
Wow.
Ooh, I thought you were going to say Steve.
These are difficult.
I catered these specifically to your personality. Okay. Good luck, have fun, don't die, or game night. They're like incomparable, but whatever.
Yeah, good luck, have fun, don't die.
Yeah, that's just kind of whatever. But
it's too unique.
Okay,
Here's
more similar. Here's more similar. Elf or Step Brothers?
Step Brothers.
Okay. And here's the last one. This is a big one. It's not big at all. Crab legs or Kool-Aid?
Crab legs.
You're probably neither. They're both so unhealthy.
No, I'm down with crab legs.
Are you actually down with crab legs?
Yeah.
Okay.
I would not be drinking Kool-Aid. Except for my own Kool-Aid. You know what I'm saying? Drink your own Kool-Aid. Isn't that a saying?
It is. Like as far as like your own hype.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. It was a little daddish of you. But I got it. No, it's okay. Yo, Riker, thank you so much for coming, bro. I appreciate it.
Absolutely, man. Anything for you. Thanks for having me.